You've spent the last 10 years being told that everyone to the left of you are the enemy within. I'm going to break some news for you. You want to know who the real enemy within is? It's not anybody that is to the left of you. It's not Democrats. It's not socialists. It's not communists. Those aren't your enemies. Those are your fellow citizens. If you really want to understand who the enemy is, understand this. There are 759 billionaires in the US. Every single one of them is your enemy. That is the real enemy within. There are approximately, not including the billionaires, there's approximately 9,800 people with net worths over $100 million. They are also your enemy. The combined total of that population represents 0.0002% of the US population, if my math is correct. Those are the people who are actively acting against your interests, making you think that everyone else is the problem and not them. And they just bought themselves a presidency. And do you think that they're going to be looking out for you while they do that? If you've been watching the Senate confirmation hearings, some of those billionaires were asked, are you going to raise the minimum wage? And they said, no, that's not the federal government's responsibility. What have they been talking about when it comes to policy changes that they want to put into place? They want to remove Medicare, Medicaid, SNAP, student loan assistance. They want to demolish or disband the Department of Education. All the things that we rely on for support so that we can get our kids a better life, they want that taken away. And at the same time, what are they doing? They're expanding the private prison system. They're expanding child work laws so that young children can be put back into dangerous jobs. And you see states all over doing that. You've seen the expansion of the criteria that can be used to go ahead and arrest people. They've made homelessness illegal. And all of this to feed people into the prison system, because you know where slavery is legal is if you're a prisoner. And those are actions of the billionaires who are putting these things into place. Because for them to continue earning more and more money, they need an infinite supply of cheap labor. And that's what all of us in the 90% are to them. So if you want to view into the real enemy within, you'll see them at the inauguration. In fact, your enemy just got elected, but he is just the tip of the spear. He is the puppet following the orders of everybody else. There are going to be 3 people on that stage who are true enemies of the average citizen, and their names are Musk, Zuckerberg, and Bezos. They're all going to be on stage, and their combined wealth approaches almost $1 trillion. Remember, these 3 billionaires have openly said that they don't want unions in their organizations. They don't want workers' rights. They want to pay people as little as possible. They don't want to give any American an opportunity at jobs within their organizations. In fact, they are laying off Americans at the same time that they are bringing in cheaper foreign labor. And I don't blame H-1B visa holders or anybody else around the world looking for a better life for pursuing that goal. But that goal is being denied the American worker to artificially keep wages low. Go ahead and look at how many collusion cases have been brought up against Silicon Valley and the billionaire class over the years, where they've talked amongst each other to screw over the American worker. These are the people that Donald Trump has chosen to sit behind him. And those people sitting behind him have chosen him to advance their agenda. Those are the enemies within. And Musk, Zuckerberg, and Bezos are just a few who are going to be on the stage. Who else is going to be on the stage? Sam Altman, another tech bro. Miriam Adelson, another billionaire. Tillman Fertitta, another billionaire. Joe Ricketts, another billionaire. Brian Armstrong, another billionaire. And when billionaires aren't on stage, you have people that are married to billionaires on stage. So Kelly Loeffler, who is married to Jeff Sprecher, who is another billionaire. Linda McMahon, another billionaire. Steve Witkoff, Vivek Ramaswamy, who got rich screwing over investors and stakeholders in a pump and dump scheme so he and his family can become billionaires while leaving everybody else holding the bag. These are the enemies within. These are the people that are lining up against all of us so that they can get theirs and leave us fighting for scraps. So understand, what is at stake here. All of these people have lied to you and manipulated you into thinking that everyone to your left is your enemy. Everyone to your left is the reason why you are where you are. When the reality of it is, we are all where we are because these people have rigged the game and they are coming to power. And when fascists like these and the billionaire and millionaire class rise to power, their staying power is determined by how quiet we remain. So I'm encouraging every single one of you who has a net worth that is under $100 million, it is time to stand up. It is time to fight. And it's time to fight from day one.